We are on another episode of IUTV's Unfiltered, and we have a very special guest today. Let's see if he's home. Oh, Sylvester Madu. Thank you for being a guest on IUTV's Unfiltered.
All right.
Thank you for welcoming us to your home.
Thank you. It's
Okay.
coming.
Um,
All right. So,
okay. Wow, you have quite a number of awards here. This is beautiful. Wow. So, which is your favorite award?
well, basically, they are all my favorites because most of these awards were received under very unique circumstances. So, they're all my favorites.
Oh, your
And these are awards I got from my church, Christ
that
Embassy.
that's great.
I have the movie awards over there. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's really huge. So, what did you think about when you woke up this morning?
Well, well, I just thought about the things I'm going to be doing today, my
Okay.
business, my career, my family. Thought a lot.
Okay. So, what's your typical kind of breakfast?
Tea, abiabuki. I like to drink tea a lot. That's the first thing I take every morning. I
Oh,
don't miss it at all.
oh,
Even if it's just Lipton, honey, and water. That's all.
hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, describe yourself in 3 words.
Myself.
Yes, describe yourself in three
Are you
words.
sure 3 words is going to be enough? Well, the thing is, Sylvester Madu is unique, is exceptional, and creative. He's a lover of God. Sylvester Madu is everything,
Wow.
everything good.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, well known all over the world as an actor, Nollywood actor, director, producer. So, what's the best thing about being in Nollywood?
Well, I would say being in Hollywood or Nollywood, like I would say, it's a tough business. Entertainment generally is tough, but it's been interesting so far. So far, it's been very interesting. It's not an easy road, but it requires a lot of patience, consistency, yeah,
Okay.
and hard work.
All right. So, can you remember your first act in Nollywood and how was it?
Well, my first movie in Nollywood, if I would remember, it's actually a movie titled. What's the title of that movie again? It's an old film, and funny enough, I was not auditioned for that movie. I just came to the audition hall, and I was just called by the director, Steve Agenoji. I remember his name. He just gave me a role. Say, hey, you fit that character. Take the script. Go and read it. And once they give you full script that time, it's like you have arrived. So when they gave me the full script, everyone at the audition hall were looking at me. They were wondering, this guy, he just came now. It's Grace. It's Grace. The title of that movie, it's something prison. It was an old movie by me, Angela Phillips, Emeko Okoro, Robert Peters, who were the main characters in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Presidential Pardon.
Okay.
That was the first movie I did.
Okay.
Presidential Pardon.
Okay. Yeah, known for your action movies, whether acting or directing. So, what's the first thing you do when you get a movie script?
When I get a movie script, the thing is, as a director, producer, actor, writer, you know, I first of all, in fact, I read it all around. I read it as an actor, I read the script as a producer, I read it as a director. So most times when I'm on set, I understand the hustles of producing. So I try to see how it can be curtailed. And again, as a director, I try to see how this story can be interpreted, even if I'm not the one directing. And as an actor, I try to carve out my niche in every character, what I really want to do, how I really want to play that role. And sometimes, to be honest with you, I tend to fall apart, not really fall apart, but some directors on set tend to look at it like, you're infringing into their directive work when you are making suggestions. But those who are understanding and humble and know that filmmaking is not a one man's idea, they calm. They are calm and they want to learn from you too, and you also want to learn from them. You put heads together and achieve the best of the
Oh,
story.
that's great. So, what's the
Yeah.
best movie you have ever produced so far in your career? Best movie?
If you say best, I don't know because every of my movie is best. And sincerely speaking, I just every movie I do it like that's my last.
Oh wow,
Like
that
that's my last. So many of them, so many ones I can mention. But one of the movie I would say I have produced lately that I've termed to be the best and we're taking it to a higher level is Mr. and Mrs. Rambo, the one I'm
oh
doing with my wife.
oh
So the series are coming out, several series of Mr. and Mrs. Rambo are going to be coming out. It's full of comedy, it's full of action, you know, it's educative.
okay.
Yeah.
So, what's the best acting advice you've ever gotten, and who gave it to you?
Well, the best acting advice I've ever gotten actually. Uh I don't know if I've gotten any advice on acting or because I just go and act. I just go and act. Nobody tells me how to play the character or what to do about the character. You know, but one of the best advices I've gotten so far was one time a friend said, "Look, it's time you increase your fee and stick to it. So no matter what happens, just stick to it. They may not call you, they may stop calling you for a job, but after a while, they will see that, oh, this guy is insisting on this amount. So let's just call him." And I did that and it worked out well.
Hmm.
Over time, money, they know that, okay, this is this guy's fee. If you want to really use him, just make sure you have that budget because if you try to reduce it, he will not accept.
Hmm.
That's one of the good advice I know I had.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
that's interesting. So,
Yeah.
can you tell us a bit about your daily fitness routine? Because you're always fit. I mean, to have an acting action career, you need to be fit. Can you tell us a bit about your daily fitness? A bit about your daily fitness routine.
My daily fitness is, I think, what do I do for the day? I'm not sure I've been to the gym in a long time. I haven't been to the gym in a long time. And the reason is because time no too day. But I know I'm naturally have that physique. God has blessed me with that. But you see this tea, it does a lot for me. Just makes you feel free. But though one of the things I like to do is press up, sit up, push ups in the gym, and then I play basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What about your skincare and hair care routine? Because we see
Nothing.
you've been rocking a lot of dreads lately. So, what is your hair care
I've removed the
routine?
dread though.
What
I've
is your
removed it. Most of these
skincare?
dread you see of my hairstyle is depends on the kind of movie I'm making. I just call the makeup artist, they style my hair, they do it, somehow the way it might suit the character. Sometimes it might be like repeated hairstyle, but then it's just the way the character is. I know they rub anything for my body. It's just a
Yeah.
normal cream. I don't want to mention the name, make I not give them adverts. Just normal cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, from your videos on social media, it's clear that you love traveling. So, where's your favorite tourist destination in Nigeria? Where would you like to travel to if you have funds now to travel? Where would you go?
Do I travel? I travel for business, so I don't have time to travel for tourism or waiting I want to go see. It's business basically that takes me out of the country. You know, I travel to go and do my business and at the same time see people, meet people, and see places, even though that's not the priority. For business, basically, I just go and buy my stuff, and then I come, I wait, ship them, and then they come in here, I sell it. Maybe they say I they sell okrika. Okay, now they go London. From London, I go US, buy things, come out, sell them, whatever they call it. It's my business.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
what's the best business advice you've ever gotten?
Actually, the best business advice I would say I have gotten, it's when I used to buy stuff from the US, I buy and I cargo it in the air. And it was expensive for me then. And it made me, I wouldn't buy much. But when I abroad, met in contact with a friend, a boost. When I had contact with a friend, he told me that no, that there's a better way. That's where business basically is all about connections, meeting people.
Yeah.
The guy told me, I can actually ship this thing. Then he introduced me to the people who actually does the shipping, and from then on, I'm like, whoa, this is cool. This is like 7-8 years ago. Yeah, that was one of the best advice that has really helped me to be consistent in my business. Else, I would have actually stopped importing those things by now. If I was going by cargo, air cargo, it would have been more expensive for me. But that business, that advice he gave me then was very, very unique.
As an entrepreneur and business in your country, if you are the president of your country, what would you do differently for entrepreneurs?
Hmm. If I'm the president of this country, I'm sure I want to be the president because basically, it's just to establish more companies, establish more companies in this country so that the youths coming out of school will have jobs. When I'm abroad, sometimes I walk. I just go pick up. There are plenty jobs. You can just, except you choose to be idle. There are several work as you're finishing. In fact, even when you're in school, there's a job you can be doing. So it's just to establish more companies, for people to work. And for entrepreneurs, small business owners, government can support them with loans. Support them with loans to run their business and pay over time. And also, even students are given loans. When you school, you're paying, government gives you money to pay for your school fees. And afterwards, you start paying because you're guarantee of a job once you come out of school.
You have two lovely sons. So, what's the best thing about being a father?
It's great. Oh, it's really, really great. It's challenging, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's something I'm so glad about. Anytime I think about it, I love my children. I love my wife. I love my family. It's really, really, interesting. When I was abroad, it's just what I've been thinking of. My family, my family, my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do we expect from Sylvester Madu in 2025?
That's a big one. I don't want to start divulging the plans, but expect the best. The best of movies, the best of business transactions. Okay. It's just forward and upward.
Okay. So, in closing, what advice would you give to young actors, actresses trying to get into Nollywood or Hollywood? What's your acting advice for them?
3 things I would say: be patient, be consistent, avoid diabolism. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Sylvester Madu, and a happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
Yes, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.